I don't know if I want to post this on YouTube, but you know, I started digital journals to remind myself mainly that I am capable of anything that I want in life. I am able to get to where I want to be in life always, because that's just the way I am. That's just the way it is. Just simply talking highly of myself, thinking highly of myself, speaking to God, speaking to the universe, knowing that they have my back, knowing that they know my purpose, my soul's purpose. And as long as God knows my intention, it doesn't matter what people think or say about you. You have to do some shadow work to deal with the past, the trauma, people that did you wrong, things that did you wrong. And, everyone has a sob story. And in reality, no one gives a fuck. No one is here to save you. No one owes you an apology. You owe it all to yourself. You have to become so divine in your self-worth, your self-peace, that no absence or presence can disturb your inner peace. You have to be so delusional to the point where you just can't give a fuck about what other people are saying about you, what they think of you, because in reality, everything, like opinions, if they talk shit about you, who gives a fuck, right? It's all an opinion, it's a perspective, it's not a fact of you. What you allow to affect you is what you allow as a fact internally. So you have to reprogram your mind and think highly of yourself. Think about, let's say, an idol, right? People look up to other people and think, okay, she has this or she does this, I want to become like her. Why? Why look at someone else when you can want that for yourself? Think of it, right? You need to think of your higher self. What would your higher self be doing right now? What would they be thinking? How would they act? How would they talk? Who would they surround themselves with? What would they do on a day-to-day? You are in no competition with anyone else but you. It always has to be you versus you. Comparison is the thief of joy. You cannot compare yourself to someone that doesn't even know you. Self-pityness, cut it out. No one owes you an apology. In fact, no one owes you anything, right? Yes, maybe people have done you wrong. Things have done you wrong. You've been let down by people. You have, environments or situations that didn't go your way, and that's okay. That's just life. Everyone has a sob story, but you need to transmute your pain to fulfillment. Otherwise, you're going to stay pity, and it's draining, not just for yourself, but the others around you. It's going to drain them as well. I lost my mum to pancreatic cancer last year. It was really hard because obviously my blood mother, and I felt like I could tell her everything. I could rely on her for everything. I could go to her for advice. Whenever I was upset, I could just lean on her shoulder. I could vent to her. But it doesn't matter who you can rely on, because at the end of the day, even when you last expect it, it can be taken away from you like that. But instead of grieving so hard, yes, it's sad to lose a family member, of course, especially your mother. But the more you grieve, the more you're going to fall into depression, the more you're going to think the darkest of the dark. That's when the devil gets to you. That's when the trauma, all the past events that's happened to you will start climbing onto you and pushing you down, choking you out. You need to transmute pain to fulfillment. What did I do? I started a lash business, my brow business, my lash and brow beauty business that I still run till this day, has been successful. I get day-to-day clients booked in and out week by week. I'm so grateful to be able to connect with people, build those relationships, be able to have conversations with people that have the same interests as me, that I'm able to provide a service for them to feel confident in, I feel like my purpose is to generally help those around me, whether that's through a service, whether that's through talking through a YouTube video, whether that's giving advice to my friends. Dealing with trauma as well, you need to do some shadow work. It is unfair if you just lash out all your anger, your trauma onto someone that cares about you, but they don't owe you anything. Your partner, your friendships, your family members. You need to do your own shadow work. They're not here to save you. Yes, they can give you advice. Yes, they can be there for you physically. Yes, they can comfort you. But it's only you if you're taking that advice. It's only you if you want it for yourself. Toxic habits is another thing that you need to let go of. Whether that's shutting people out, not communicating effectively, throwing tantrums, cussing people out. It's not a healthy way to deal with things. You need to find where that trauma has come from and make peace with it. Speak to God. Speak to the universe. God will always listen to you. The universe is always listening. There's not no one out there that won't listen to you. Whether you know it or not, your higher self is internally within you. It's always been there. You need to let go of all the trauma of your past events, the people that let you down, the social media, what society has brought upon you. You need to rewind back to when we were childlike. Embrace, nourish your inner child. Obviously, when we're children, we're not exposed to bullying, to trauma. Children, they like to just jump from one thing to the other, and they don't think nothing of it. They just keep going. A child is not going to stop walking because they fell over one time, especially when you're transitioning from your child to your teenage to your young adult to your adult self. Your inner child needs to feel safe. You have to protect your inner child. They didn't deserve the pity, the toxicity, the trauma that they've had upon them. Even the little things like waking up 10 minutes earlier to do some yoga, that's one baby step to self-improvement. Obviously, we're not going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. It's not ideal. The more you think about it this way, if you think you need to go from 0 to 100 real quick, you need to reach perfection, like you need to get there so quickly, you're only going to lower yourself even more. You're only going to beat yourself down even more than you already have, because you're so fixated on the perfect picture when you're not enjoying. How are you going to enjoy your future if you've not already made peace with your past and you're not comfortable within your presence? Things take time. Flowers take time to bloom into something beautiful. You have to trust the process within yourself, and you need to keep at it. You need to be delusional. You need to not let any shit externally get into your zone of your one focused goal that you need to reach. Oh, she thinks she's all that. Oh, like, look at her, look what she's doing. Da, 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 da. Oh, she thinks she's so stuck up her ass. Look at her. Who gives a fuck? People that naturally have the state to accomplish big things will not be affected by temporary small matters. You need to write down your goals. Write down a goal. Do something about it. If you're unhappy with your environment, do something about it. There's no point in pittiness to lash out your anger on someone else. They don't owe you anything. They're not here to save you. Everyone around us, every single person on this earth has some sort of trauma to them. They're all carrying some sort of trauma to them. But what's the difference between successful people and people that's still in their traumatic state? The successful people, they don't pity or dwell on what's happened in the past. They don't dwell on the trauma they've been through. They've made peace with it, and they stay focused on their goals, and that's why they're successful. They stay delusional to the point where they're like, okay, nothing can get in my way. I'm unstoppable. I will get to where I want to be. I will get there because that's who I am. That's who I believe that I am, and I will get there because I'm that confident within myself. I am at peace with everything. I'm at peace with myself. I know my self-worth, that I can get to there, because that's just the way it is. You need to stop thinking about what other people are going to think about you. Like I said, opinions are not facts. Everything, you know, around you right now is like a perspective, it's a perception. You know, you need to think from your soul. You need to speak from your soul, your heart, and not what the ego thinks. Despite all the trauma and all the negative energy that's happened, yes, it's unfortunate, and I'm sorry that you had to go through so much shit that you had to endure to get to where you are today. But look at you, you're still here. You're still here, and that's what, you know, that's what matters. The best way to look at it is expect nothing, but be grateful for everything. Don't dwell on, oh, I have to study today. People can't even afford education. Oh, I can't be asked to cook today. People can't even have food on their table. Oh, like, I'm going home, I'm getting home so late tonight. People literally don't have a roof over their head. They don't have a home to go to. These are real life luxuries that you have. The internet that you're using right now for this video, you know, people don't have access to internet. They don't even have phones. You don't know real luxuries until it's been taken away from you. And these are real luxuries. You need to look at things in that perspective. You need to be grateful. You need to wake up and enjoy the day before it's even started. Every day given by God is a good day. Be grateful that you've woken up today, that you're able to spend your day doing things that you like, that you're able to have some breakfast or have a shower, be able to walk around the house before you leave the house. People can't even walk. You know, you got, like, these are little things that really matter in life that you don't realize. People in this society, in this generation, this day and age, are so fixated on material external things that really does not matter at all. Material things are not going to pay your bills. Being so fixated on money is a massive thing. Oh, money can't buy happiness. I'll be so happy if, you know, money, like, everything wouldn't be a problem if I had money. You need to realize that money was never the problem. It's how you perceive your surroundings and how you think internally, okay? Because money is an energy, right? It's not really a physical, external thing. Think of it this way. You think highly of yourself, okay? You're doing well. You're being your highest self. You're successful. You're able to go to Pilates every other morning, make breakfast, or Range Rover Mum, go shopping. Because you tapped into your higher self, you're able to do that because money will be flowing to you anyway when you tap into your higher self. When you think highly of yourself, everything good will come flowing abundantly anyway. You need to believe that you're already abundant. You are already abundant. The internet that you're using to watch this video, the roof over your head right now, the warm bed that you get to go to every night after work, you have a job. Education, you're able to learn new things, adapt to changes. In this day and age also, women tend to just want to live off their man. Like, yes, it's okay to be with a man that has a provider mindset, but it is not okay to feel like you can live off them. You have to want it so bad for yourself, because imagine, like I said earlier in this video, things can be taken away from you so easily and so quickly before you expect it, when you least expect it. Why rely on a man when you want it so bad for yourself that you already have it for you? That you don't need to expect it from a man to give to you. Because you're so tapped into your higher state that you can't rely on no man. Not even a man. You can't rely on no one else. Like I said, no one is here to save you. They don't owe you shit. You owe it to yourself. You have to be mindful of what you're consuming, whether that's your environment, the people that you're friends with, the people you surround yourself with, the books you read, the videos you intake. Ask yourself, are they really fulfilling my purpose? Are they really making me happy? Or am I just doing it because I feel sorry for them? Or, you know, maybe I have to be like this because this is what society wants us to be like. You have to deprogram what society has given upon you and reprogram it into something that your soul's purpose want you to become. What your higher self is trying to tell you right now. Like I said, everything is a perspective, it's not a fact. Speaking about relationships, I'm so happy that I have a man that I'm able to speak my mind to, that I'm able to have healthy conversations with, healthy argumentative conversations if we have a misunderstanding. He understands me, he provides for me, he cares for me, he protects me, you know. And in my last relationship, I was basically mothering him. I was doing everything for him, from financially to mentally to physically. It was mentally draining. You can't surround yourself with toxic people just because you feel sorry for them. You have to want greatness for yourself. So, those people wouldn't even have access to you at all. You have to want it that bad that, you have to tap in to the point where you know exactly what you want, where you want to be, and be delusional about it, that no one can disturb your goal, your journey, and your road to divine oneness. Things happen, situations happen that let you down, whether that's past relationships, friendships, family members. You have to realize your self-worth, that it's as easy to cut them out the second that you even met them. It was so easy to let go of my past relationship because I know what I want for myself. I know my self-worth. I know what my mission is, what my goals are, my ambitions. And it just wasn't aligning. He was vibrating at a very low energy that was toxic, mentally draining, manipulative, gaslighting, and it was trying to channel me out of my high frequency. He was trying to get me on his low level. That's not what I wanted. So obviously it was easy for me to remove him. And it's the same with family members. I cut out my sister last year, my blood sister. Yes, it's unfortunate that she's my own family member, but this is what I mean. You need to let go of toxicity, of bad energy, no matter what it means to you. Like I said, people don't owe you anything. The more you realize that, the more you see people as not necessarily like objects, but it's just easy to let go of, because the more you let go, the more you're going to adapt to greater things, and the more you attract greatness, the more you attract more happiness, and it will make you reach your goals quicker because you know your worth, you know what you want for yourself. Overall, if you're unhappy with your current environment, your current circumstances, you need to let go and you need to change. You need to set goals. You need to become ambitious, so ambitious about something, and become delusional about it. Work for it. Work for it. Want it so hard that you know that nothing can put you down. Yes, when you work for it, people are going to start talking. They're going to start talking bad upon your name. Like, oh, look at her. She's doing this. Look at her. What's she doing? This and that. Who gives a fuck? Because when you get there, miss, when you get there, or sir, whoever's watching, if I put this on YouTube, you're going to start laughing. And then those people who were talking bad upon you will start asking if you remember them, or congratulations on this and this and that. I've had people that I haven't ever spoke to that I knew were talking bad upon my name, talking about, oh my gosh, like I seen that you started your lash business. Good luck with your little small business. Now, I am booked in day out. I'm always constantly receiving new appointments, new clients. I have regular clients that I'm able to see day to day that I'm so grateful for. I'm able to provide services to help women feel confident within themselves, to spread happiness. you know, provide a safe place, an environment for them to, you know, vent to. And it went from good luck on your small business to when is your next availability? I want to book an appointment with you. You have to stop the self-pity. You have to just make peace with the trauma and want greater for yourself. Set those goals. Wake up 10 minutes earlier to do something about it, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's journaling, listening to a self-improvement podcast, a YouTube video about self-love. You don't have to go from 0 to 100 like that. You just start small until you feel confident enough. And until you do that, you want more for yourself. You know, the more that you adapt to a new habit, the more you'll want to improve it. And then the more that you'll start seeing more improvements in your life. You have to want it so bad for yourself that negative things, temporary feelings, like it does not affect your journey, your road to divine oneness. You have to want it that bad that no one and nothing can really affect you becoming the best version of you. You have to trust yourself in order to trust the process, and then trust God and the universe to do their thing, and watch everything fall into place. I'm here to tell you that I am so proud of you. I am so proud that you are still standing today. No matter what you endured in life, you're still standing, and you're watching this video because you want to better yourself. Whether you want, you know, you're on your self-love journey. If you're wanting to love yourself, you already love yourself. Because you wanting to love yourself is love within itself. I just want to say that I'm so proud of you. You are where you are meant to be right now. You are abundant. You are successful. Never doubt your potential. And I promise from me to you, you will get to where you want to be. No matter the circumstances, no matter how delusional the idea is.